Africa, there's no any single day that Africa will going to say they're going to be independent. You are joking. Westerners, liberators, set us free. European, set us free. You are mad. And rising stupid political parties like revolutionaries. Do you know how it should take to liberate Africa? Some of those politicians, those who are ruling those countries in Africa, those politicians, they know very well that it is very impossible. But they use just to express those words in order just to flourish the ease of that citizen, that they have got the vision that one day Africa will be liberated. You must be joke. One thing that you have to know, that Africa will never going to be liberated, and it will never going to be ruled by the rule of law. It is how the police conduct themselves. Have you ever seen in Europe or in United States of America, you see a police officer who well trained, who very equipped with the knowledge of police training, harassing people, even if they have mission, they have assigned to go and arrest someone have committed crime. You never found the police in Europe or in US, they go there to the victim and they start to brutalize that person, even if he killed somebody, even if they have killed somebody. But you never see the police follow the guy and they begin to molest, to arrest, and to do a lot of things. That's never happened. That has never happened. And you have never seen, you cannot see the police officer in the United States beating a citizen, beating a resident of the United States. It will never happen, because they have the government that has the rule of law, is ruling by the rule of law. They will live in the law to condemn, to execute, to do everything. Their work, which they have assigned, it is good just to arrest a victim and present the victim before the court of the law. Where in Africa, if they want to go and arrest any criminal, number one, they will bring that person to the police station. That person is half dead. They have beaten that person. They have violated the law. Again, they are going to even charge that person concerning the matter that he has done. But in the United States, if the police arrests a criminal or somebody who have committed a crime, and they reach there and they start molesting and they start massacring the victim, that thing they have done there, it has already liberated, it has already set free the case of that guy or that woman. Then you are standing there gallivanting that one day in Africa we are going to be free. Do you know what is called the free? How can you be free? You are depending in IMF. Is IMF a fund, African institution fund? IMF it is the Westerners. It is the Europe. Which country in Africa is ruling or is doing things by itself? The politician who lie to you and say we are not depending on anything. They are depending from one thing to another. And if the Westerners, they see that you start moving from the alliance, from the covenant that you made with them, from the agreement that you made with them, then you will be in trouble. That's why you see some of the Western countries, they start assassinating the African leaders. It is not that because they are innocent. They are not innocent. They have some of assignment. They have signed. They have some agreement. It's because they took power and they think they become mighty and they are not going to be touched. That should not be lied, that Africa one day will going to be free. Only God can free Africa, but not on this world, not on this time. Only when Jesus comes, He will going to liberate Africa. Do not just make noise standing there. You see, Westerners, leave us ourselves. You leave yourself. Leave yourself. Why are you studying their books at school? If you want to liberate yourself, number one, create your own cool material and choose your own language. Do you know how to take in this century? Those who are supposed to liberate Africa are those of our ancestors, are the those who are supposed to liberate Africa. If they failed to liberate Africa, you, on this generation, the more you are planning to liberate Africa, the more also Westerners are planning to bound you. That's why if you are not depending on IMF, you are depending on China. You are a slave. You are under the credit. You are under bound of the white man. Understand? The whole white man is the thief. They come to break in our continent. They want to kill our leader. They want to do this and this and that. Where have you ever seen an American agent come from or away from America and come from and reach in Africa and go direct the place where the minerals is? They first meet your leaders, and the leaders introduce them where the minerals is found. How can someone in Europe he born there, grow there, start there, and grew up there, and he traveled to Africa for business, and immediately he reached in Africa and starts exploiting the minerals? Can you not think that? Can you not think that you are just gullibles on thinking? It is your leaders, it is your ethnicity leaders, your chiefs and your government are the one that are giving the minerals for free to the Westerners, Europeans, and Chinese, and others for free. That's why you see even President Trump is saying all minerals of Africa is ours. Yes, for a couple of the decades ago, even now, even if the Westerners say, okay, we will not going to exploit Africa minerals again, so let's just leave it like that. What are you going to do with it? To do with that minerals? Which equipment do you have which equipment do you have to, even the knowledge, which knowledge do you have for you to manufacture even a simple refrigerator? You don't have anything. The minerals of Africa is belong to the American, is belong to the Europe. Indeed, it is true. It's belong to them because it's them who know what to do with that minerals, not Africa. It's because you see the Westerners, they take those stones and they transform it into something. Then you start to become jealous and say, oh, you see this. We leave our stones alone. Leave our minerals alone. It's unfortunately madness in the high level. For you to free Africa, number one, you need, not now, you need you need a lot of things to take you to become like a bushman for you to restart to build Africa. Mark this word. It's not something that you are thinking is easy. Oh, Westerners go. Mugabe chased the white farmers in Zimbabwe. Have you seen the collapse of the economy of Zimbabwe, which the man has no value? It is the symbol of telling you that the standard, the template of movement of Africa, of standing of Africa, is in the hand of a white man. And there is nothing bad for a white man. There is no anything bad, and unless you think with a bad mind toward the white man. A white man need order. A white man need collaboration, need a negotiation. Even before they come to loot, that it seems on your face like they are looting your minerals, they are looting your resources. It has already collaborated with your politician. It has already collaborated with your chief leaders. It has already collaborated with those who are top leaders of your land. Have already. So they are just blindfold you to look like innocent. They don't know what white are doing on that country. Yet they know exactly what white are doing on Africa and how they are exploiting it, and they have already know that we have already donated and we have already collaborated. Have got their percentage that are going to be given until their death. That's why you don't need to involve in any revolution to stand or strike on a thing or anything for interest of earth, for interest of all. That's why you see Donald Trump say the minerals belong to the United States. Do you know what the meaning of that? The percentage of African populations are living in the United States. So it is not an error. It's not an error for United States to exploit the minerals from Africa and bring it to their continent. It's not a mistake, because they do keep their people. They do keep your people. You failed to employ your people. You failed to give them the professional education. You failed to give them the high medical profession treatment. But for any Africa that has got the opportunity to be in the United States, to be in Europe, to be in China, to be in Japan, to be any part where white skin belongs, they are well treated when they are sick, and they are well treated. Unless you are a criminal, then you are not going to be welcomed as a human being. Never mislead, never be deceived with this idiot so-called African politician. Are idiots on high level, are idiots and very idiotic. It's better the countries of Africa to be led by a chief than to be led by a politician. Because if you see the signatures, the signatures which they are doing outside Africa, from Europe, from United States, before they come to power, then you are standing on the road shouting, gallivanting, liberate Africa. We don't want white people. You don't want white people. We don't want white people in your country. We don't even banning some embassies of the Europeans and Westerners. You are mad. You are mad. Me, I have came to understand. If you want your mind to be liberated, to be free from that bound, from that dark cloud of African politicians, take the opportunity to learn, to go and learn outside of Africa. Then you will come to understand that everything that's moving in Africa it has already been signed. It has already been wished by their politicians already. Imagine a country like DRC, full of the minerals, full of the resources, the place where African could supposed to run and get help and get credit, manufacture the things, different cars, electronic batteries, and it is a lot of things is DRC. But have you seen how the rulings of that country is? Then you go to say, Francis is the one that is fighting DRC. It's the France and Europeans are the one who are fighting DRC. It's not France, it's not Canada, it's not USA, it's not anybody. It is that greedy politician. It's just incompetent, visionary politicians that are destroying that country. Incompetent. They do talk good things when they are out of power, when they are in opposition. When they take the power, they change their mind immediately. They go to sign secretly signatures, which it will bound that country. For the clappers and their citizens, they're going to clap their hand for the thieves. They're clapping hand. That's why some of the countries in Africa, it needs to, most especially DRC. Do you know why DRC has gone through a lot of problems for 30 good years? Do you know what? The problem was not so big to be solved. It was not big. It was not an even big one to be solved. The migration institutions in DRC, they are corrupted. They need to be fired. Migrations office. That is the cause of that war, if you don't know. Immigration department. Because any immigrant comes in the country in the name of the refugee. It is not the problem of the government. It's not the problem of the president. Those things is occupied by immigration institutions. It's immigration that will guarantee those people. It's the immigration they're going to give the document. They're going to give restrictions. They're going to give the movement of those people. It is immigration. But the migrations of DRC have never been heard in the history of the immigrations in Africa. That they are cleaning Africa. They are all Congolese. They are 90 million Congolese for where? Those are not Congolese. Are few. If Congolese, they are more in that country. There must be 30 million. All those are foreigners. They are full of foreigners. That's why the Congolese they lack their life has become miserable. The foreigners have occupied land, and they have become the renters of the lands. They have become the renters of their houses. The original Congolese have become like a slave, because the immigrations of that nation are useless people. Don't push us to come to power. Don't push us to come to politics. Because if I come in politics, I'll never miss a mark. It is the things that I'm studying. I'll never miss a mark. Don't push me to that. Don't push me. Don't push me to leave the office of God and to come to politics. And I'm not going to fail anybody. You stand on my way, you will get what you want. Yeah, that is an example. That's DRC. Have you ever heard that migration on the border? Migration must follow everybody, not to remove them, but to put them on order. To know that if you are in this country, you are a foreigner. You must first enter in this country legally. If you entered without a visa, without any document that's qualified for you to enter in this country, then you must be deported. If somebody is born in the country, that person is a citizen. If we ask those M23, those who are fighting from the west part of from the eastern part of Congo, if we ask what's your problem, they're saying they are threatening our rights. We entered here before even independence. So people entered in the nation before independence, and you are accusing those people to be a foreigner. How can be that? That's a madness. Which means Congo, before it came with Congo, it came Congo for Congolese. Those people, they were there. So Congo became for Congolese in June 1960. So those people, those who were there, whether it's a foreigner, whether it's a white, before Congo became for Congolese, those are for Congolese. And you have to promote a law. You have to implement a law that if anyone use discrimination language, that person must be seized, must be arrested, even for 200 years, or be executed by death. DRC is supposed to be a template, a standard to help all Africa. The place where they're supposed to buy a cheap cars, the place where they're supposed to manufacture a better thing. That's why in DRC they need a youth president who know what's the meaning of that country. Not those thieves, criminals. And let me tell you, for example, if I become a president of DRC, that's an example. If I become a president of DRC, if you have made a crime, even just the day independence, the day one after independence, that's crime, you pay it. Even a kobo, a coin that you stole, even if you have not stolen, but if you have agreed with any country to come and loot Congo illegal, we are not going to punish that country. We are going to punish the one who signed. That's why you see DRC has become miserable. The people have become like a useless people. They better become the refugee. They become the foreigners on another country than sitting on their country. It's painful. That is a very great example. Just here, just nearby. DRC is a very great nation ever in this earth. Very great nation. But if we ask the problem that is going, it's a lack of vision. It's a lack of discipline. It's a lack. The language of discrimination is in high level. They're discriminating themselves. That's the problem. Why should you need military from another country to come and defend DRC? Why should you need a mercenaries from certain institutions to come for defense? Why should you need that? You need, if you know that you don't have a force, a military that can defend the nation, then ask for European to give you a teachers, those who gonna give better training to your soldiers, to your military in your country, and you pay them for that. Not you to carry the soldiers from military from other place and bring them from your home. How do you know that they're saving your nation? How do you know that they're saluting your flag? DRC need a youth president. DRC need a youth who's very well equipped with exactly knowledge of evolution and development. That country will go far. How many Congolese have died? More than 30-something millions on the same regions of Easterners. Do you know how many people die in Sudan? Do you know how many people die in Libya? Do you know how many people are dying with hungry? No food in Zambia, no food in Zimbabwe, no food in Kenya, no food. They're going in a lot. No medication, no good treatment, no what? Because of their incompetent leadership. They are standing to blame. And America, Europe is the one is the cause that is responsible for the problem we are going through. Stop that, man.